YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy Nature's Dope back with another video in JD Nation. What's Zam with it, man? As y'all see by that title and by what we have right here. Hopefully it's not showing up backwards. Hopefully it's not. But hey, y'all just need to hear the words, man. But how to save $1,000 on a low income in less than 30 days or more, if it leads to that. But anyway, man, yes, sir. So like I said, this week I'm doing like a financial series, I guess, man. For regular people, you know what I'm saying, living uh, or making money, minimum wage and things like that, man. Not necessarily low budget, but just minimum wage living, or you are trying to get ahead financially. It just seems like you can't or you can't. This is one of the ways that you can save $1,000 in a month or less, or maybe even more. I don't know, but the idea is to do it in 30 days, right? And so don't mind me, bro. I'm just kind of like squatting down because I can't stand up because I'm look like Wizard Kelly. But yeah, so statistics say there's an article out there that says about 44% of Americans don't have an emergency fund of $1,000, or they can't cover $1,000 expense, right, without going into debt. And so this right here is going to, help you guys with that if you don't have it, or if you don't have an emergency fund at all. I know for somebody like myself, before I got on my financial journey, I didn't have an emergency fund. I just had a regular bank account with a savings and a checkings. That was it. So this right here is going to, stop all of that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get ahead of everybody else, or not just to get ahead of everybody else, but just to get ahead for yourself, man. Because as I said in the last video, times is getting hard. You know what I'm saying? People are getting laid off left and right, and they're getting laid off without anything to fall back on. So this is going to help you guys get ahead, So as y'all see, save 1K. So y'all can't see my face, but y'all just need to see the words and hear the words. And that's really all that matters, man. But save 1K, project save 1K, man. So we're going to dive right into it, man. So these are practical steps. This isn't no mindset stuff. Of course, you need to have the mindset right, but this is just the practical steps that I took, that I have taken count like multiple times to save more than $1,000, man. But first things first is to get to that first milestone, because a lot of people say 10,000, but we can't get to 10,000 without getting 1,000. So this right here is just that close milestone, so you can get there, just so you can see it and to believe that you can do it. So first things first, set target, amount, and time, right? So the clear targets right here, it's in the title, $1,000 in 30 days. Simple, right? So let's go ahead and go to number 2. Cut expenses temporarily cut expenses, man. So like we talked about in the last video, that's why I did the first video first and now this video second, because now we are aware of our financial situation. We don't have a savings account. We probably do have a savings account, but we aren't using it properly. I know for myself, I was using my savings account as it was a checkings account, right? And I didn't really have anything saved up in my savings. It was just checkings account number 2, basically, right? But this right here, you've gone into your accounts, you've seen what is in there, what's coming in, what's going out. So now we see that we have a lot of subscriptions that we need to cut. We got a lot of spending habits that we need to stop. And so that's where cutting expenses come temporarily, though. Now for myself, I know I cut a lot of things off permanently because it just wasn't bringing any type of meaning to my life anymore. Like those impulsive spending habits that I had before. Y'all see these? This is what's left. Like all of these is what's left. All of the cutting that I did, my cutting was shoes. I had to cut down a lot, right? And so that's gonna go to number 3, right? But yeah, so you have to cut those things. Know what you need to cut and cut it off immediately. So you don't have to be as aggressive as me, But I was aggressive about it. I was like, no, I'm cutting all these things off permanently because at least for a year or two, you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, ultimately the goal is to, cut these things off so that you can get ahead financially and take those proper steps. So this number two, cut expenses, um, even like negotiate some bills, like your phone bill and things like that. You can do that. You can do a lot of things, right, to cut expenses, man. But the main thing is to cut the unnecessary weight off, in a sense. Cut those things off, man. And I have some notes right here too. Boom, going back to eating out, coffee runs, streaming services, subscriptions, shopping, gas trips, right? That aren't essential. You know what I'm saying? Gas trips that aren't essential. If you know that you're using your car to just go to the mall and just drive around for no reason, come on now. Right, but if if you're making gas trips to have gas for your back and forth thing, or your back and forthing to work and stuff like that, that's cool, right? But cut those unnecessary like gas trips, bro. Like you don't need to be taking your car and going to the mall so that you can buy something, so that more money is going out your bank account. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, let's be for real. So now let's go to number two. Sell something. Again, this is all within a month. Really, these two is really like day one, for real. Like it don't take a whole week to understand what the target is and what expenses need to be cut off. No, that can really be day one. You can really do 1 through 3, or at least 1 through and start in 3 in day one, for real, to be honest. So number 3 is sell something, like I said. Like I said, telling on myself again, like, hey, I'm telling y'all things that I have done myself, bro. Not telling you anything that I haven't done. Y'all see my guilty pleasure. Sneakers, even clothes. I have a closet full of stuff that I still need to sell, but for the most part, the one thing that I knew that I could sell in a heartbeat and come up on some quick money, come on, bro. Shoes, bro. Like, these are literally for walking, running, getting you from A to B. I used to be on this whole thing of like, I was that sneakerhead that was like, bro, I gotta have 2 pairs of the same shoe. Not no more. Not no more, especially not in this economy, bro. But like things that I knew wasn't in my constant rotation, that I knew I wasn't gonna be wearing no time soon, in 6 months, I was like, yeah, these are gone. These are gone, bro. Like, for real. Like, and so I had about 70 pairs of shoes. I sold a good 20, no, not 20, but a good 75% of that. Yeah. If y'all seen my old videos, y'all seen how high this shelf was stacked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, over here, it was stacked up all the way to the ceiling. No cap. Right? And so now y'all see these 1, 2, 3 shelves are empty, and now only two shelves, or 2.5 shelves is left that's full. That's it. Like I said, I cut a good chunk down, bro, because I knew that I wasn't wearing these no time soon. They're just here for show. They're just collecting dust. Why not put them to good use and put some money back into my pockets? Am I gonna get what I paid for them? Maybe not. But can I get somewhere close to them? Yeah. And then, hey, the money's gonna add up. You know what I'm saying? So now there were some heavy hitters that I did let go. For sure. If y'all seen my collection, I had some crazy heat. I had some Travis's, some Off-Whites, them gone. Yes, sir. But yeah, bro, like, you have to get these, like you have to detach yourself from materialistic things. If you know that you're in a financial bind and you need to come up on some money, hey, sell something, whatever it is. Yours may not be sneakers. Yours may be some random miscellaneous things laying around your room or in your house somewhere. If you know you ain't been using a knife set in the kitchen, sell it. If you know you ain't using that bed the headboard for your bed, sell it. Whatever the case may be, it's money sitting in your house. I can guarantee you, like everybody that's watching this video has $1,000 worth of stuff sitting around your house that you haven't used, that you that you probably haven't eaten. You know what I'm saying? Sell some food. I don't know, bro. Like anything, bro. Get creative. You know what I'm saying? So sell something. If you know that you are a talented artist, use your talents. That's gonna go into number 4 though. But yeah, sell some art. Whatever gets the job done, do it legally. Okay, I want to make sure I say that though, legally. Again, this isn't financial advice, but I'm telling you guys what's worked for me, and I've done things legally the right way, and it's worked for me over and over again. So yeah, so I want to make sure I say that though. Sell something, but matter of fact, let me put sell something. Legally. I want to make sure legally. Hopefully y'all can see that. I don't know. But yeah, man. So that's number 3. Number 4, increase your income. Number 4, increase your income. So now this is where your side hustles come into play, right? If you do something outside of work, well, do something outside of work like Uber Eats, Door Dashing, Grubhub, Ubering. Even selling shoes can be a part of that, right? Really, number 3 and 4 kind of coincide into each other, but number 4 is more like now you're building something outside of work. You know what I'm saying? Another stream of income that can help you out on the side besides your regular paycheck, you know? So this is where number 4 comes into play. Like I said, if you're a graphic designer, make some, or do something for a client or something like that. Clothing designer, clothing brand owner, right? Start you up a clothing brand. What else? Let me see. Help me out. Give me something. Babysitting, pet sitting, house cleaning, yard work, cutting grass. Well, I know it's cold now, but in the summertime, you know what I'm saying? But right now, shoveling snow if you live up north, you know what I'm saying? Moving junk out of people's houses. You know what I'm saying? People pay for that. Freelancing skills, design and writing, social media manager, tutoring, overtime work, even work overtime. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, you have to do something that other people aren't willing to do so that you can better your situation. You know what I'm saying? So you have to do these things, man. Especially if you want to, like, really today's times, bro, you cannot live comfortably on one stream of income. I forgot who said it, but he said a saying, or he said a quote like, if you have one stream of income, you're one step closer to, I think it's poverty or living or being broke, something like that, right? But it's true, you know what I'm saying? So you can't have just one stream of income and think you're just gonna live comfortably in this society now. So yeah, man, if I sound out of breath, I am, because I don't do a lot of talking like this. But let's go ahead and wrap it on up. Number 5, 4-week breakdown, right? So 4-week breakdown. Now this may differ. Yeah, just depending on how you attack getting your $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, going into selling and increasing income, or just using extra money from your paychecks and stuff like that, right? But for your 4 weeks, this is just a like a clear-cut example. Like for $1,000, think about it. 30 days is a month, of course. You have 4 weeks in a month, so you're breaking it down into 4 weeks. Every week, look to make $250, right? And then even break that down. And then you can even break that down. 200. Let me see. I ain't really good at math like that, bro. So you have 7 days out of the week. Let's just say 5 days, right, for the work week, right? So about 5, right? That's $50 a day. You can sell, well, not these, but like you can sell it, like if you have 5 pairs of shoes, bro, you can sell 50 a shoe in 1 week, bro. If you're in high school and you know that you have a big sneaker collection, I'm just using sneakers because this is like what I did, right? But this can go for anything, right? But let's just say for sneakers example, right? Now you wouldn't sell white cement fours for $50, of course, right? But let's just say if you really needed the money, you're in a crunch. Hey, $50 a pop, 50 a shoe. That's $250 at the end of the week. 5 days, 5 days a shoe in 1 week, bro. You're doing good. You do that over and over again for the next 3 weeks that's left in the month. You're now at $1,000. Right? Or you can sell 100 a shoe, right? Same thing I did, right? Like any shoe that I sell, I didn't sell it. I didn't sell it for anything less than $100, right? Um, but like I said, this just doesn't go for sneakers. Like I said, I only use sneakers because this is what I did. So for you, you can sell your artwork or something like that. $50 a painting, You know what I'm saying? Get 250 that like every week. However you want to chop it up, man. But like I said, it kind of like varies though, because like I said, I did mine a different way, and I was able to get mine in less than 30 days. One time that I did it, but either way, the goal is the target. $1,000. As long as you get $1,000, you are good, right? And so, last but not least, let me make sure I'm good on time, right? Last but not least, man, 6, automate and hide the money, right? Like I said, you're saving. You're not saving $1,000 so that you can spend it again. No, you're saving $1,000 so that you can have it as backup or a rainy day that if all else fails, if you lose your job, if you need or if you have some type of emergency that comes up out of nowhere, you don't have to use your credit card to further yourself in debt, right? But you have $1,000 set aside, right? The whole expense may cost $1,000, but at least you got it for a rainy day, right? This isn't for saving $1,000 so that you can buy whatever you want. No, we're trying to break from that cycle. You know what I'm saying? So, last but not least, hide the money. Automate, hide the money, right? So this is where we're talking about putting it in a high yield savings account, putting it somewhere where you have access to it anytime you want to use it, but it's better to think out of sight, out of mind. You're not keeping this money in your regular bank account, in your regular bank savings account. No, you're putting it somewhere using the online bank that has a high yield savings account attached to it, right? So high yield savings accounts are banks that have high yield savings account. These are accounts that, you put money into a savings account that's going to instead take money out of your account like your regular bank does, but it's going to instead add interest on top of the dollar that's already in there, right? So now your money is compounding off of the money that is already in there, right? So your money is making more money for you, but instead of it just sitting there, right, sitting there doing nothing, your money is growing, and that's because you have it in a high yield savings account that has interest rate from. I know some of them. It really varies, but let me see, because mine has an interest rate of anywhere from 3.4, 3.5 to 6. If you have one that has a 4% interest rate, you are, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You are doing good. You feel me? But let me make sure. Yeah, so mine has a 3.3 APY interest rate, right? So any money that I leave in there every single month or at the end of every month, money is added on top of the money that I have in there because I left it there. I'm not touching it unless I have an emergency, So you're hiding your money somewhere where you can't see it, but you know it's there and you have access to it, So again, I'm not a financial advisor, but some of the ones that I have come across that I know a lot of people use, that I've heard people use that are reliable, Capital One, SoFi, Marcus, even Chime, You know what I'm saying? These are, online banking places where you can start you a high yield savings account. But the idea is to store your money somewhere where it's compounding. You know what I'm saying? It's constantly adding money as long as you have money in there to add money on top of it. Right? So that's the whole gist of it, bro. And so now you have $1,000 saved up. You did all that. Now you have $1,000 saved, and so now you can go and start paying off debt and stuff like that. Like the idea is to have money. Like, I know you want to pay off debt and stuff like that, but you can't pay off debt if you don't have like a cushion first. You know. So yeah, man. That's really it. That's all I have to say for this video, man. I want to make this a video no longer than what it is. Oh yeah, last step. I know it's not on here, but stay motivated. Keep going. Don't just stop at $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said last video, your emergency fund is for your expenses. You know what I'm saying? So you want to have at least 3 to 6 months worth of expenses saved up, so that if all else fails, if you lose your job, something like that, you have at least 3 to 6 months worth of expenses saved up. So now you can use those 3 to 6 months to find a new job comfortably without stressing about bills and stuff like that, or creating you a side hustle on the side. You know what I'm saying? Build you something on the side that's going to make money for you outside of your 9 to 5. So yeah, man, that's really it. That's all I got to say, man. So hopefully this video helped. Like I said, it's kind of longer than I expected, but I can get the yapping. But the idea is to, again, save 1K and to keep it there. Keep it, you know. And so that's it for this video. The next video is going to be, let me make sure I'm staying on track. If y'all like these videos, these financial videos, you know what I'm saying, then, comment down below, let me know what y'all like. But the next video is going to be talking about, well, I'm going to just say that for the video when it come out. But yeah, man, because it's good. But anyway, man, that's pretty much it. Comment down below, save 1K if you guys are going to follow these steps. Like I said, I'm no financial advisor, I'm no financial guru. I'm just a regular civilian GTA character that have heard these steps and used them for my finances that help me out, and they helped me out plenty of times, bro. And I've done this over and over again, So yeah, man, comment down below, save 1K. If you're new, like the video and subscribe and all that good stuff, man, for more videos like this. If y'all like these videos, man, I'll keep it going. But yeah, this is just something that God placed some art for me to do, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So now with that being said, it's your boy Nature's Dope signing out. Deuces.